Okay, so slightly different today. We are playing a new game once again. Today we have Pokemon Shield, and this is going to be an interesting one. So I touched on this in a previous stream, but Shield is a game that I half played. My partner and I were going to play it together, which we mostly did, but that still means that I was not controller in hand playing the whole game. And the later into the game we got, I feel like the less I personally played. Did design our character model though. And then on top of that, it has been years since either of us have touched it. So I wanted to dive into Shield. I wanted to see what the first 3D overworld Pokemon game had to offer us. I'm going to run around the wild area and we're going to see some Pokemon and we're going to try and size them up. But I don't remember all of what I can and can't do in this game. I'm pretty sure I can't send Pokemon out from my party like we do in newer games. I don't remember. We can check if we have sizes. I don't know what Pokemon I have in my Pokedex. I don't know what Pokemon I have in the PC. Doesn't appear to have any sizes, which checks out because I was pretty sure that Legends Arceus was the only one that did that. Yeah, so this is going to be a little bit of finding footing in this game, remembering how to play it, what goes on, and yeah, I mean, going from there. So let's dive in, I guess. Maybe do I want to go to a PC and see what I have? Let's just look at the decks, I guess. That is not a lot. Whew. Okay, so we didn't do a lot of Pokedex grinding in this game. Clearly. Wow. Wow. Okay. So maybe I do some Pokedex grinding. I don't know. This must have been a game that, well, like I said, towards the end of the game, I was personally playing it less, which means I don't think I really played anything past plot. So maybe we only ever really just focused through plot. Which means that I may not have explored the wild area much at all. There's a lot that is familiar. Okay. Okay. This is raids, right? Aha. Pokemon faints 4 times or the battle has lasted for 10 turns. Okay, well, here's a chance to take a gander at the PC. Pretty sparse. But they're not Terra, so an Arcanine is an Arcanine, and I can trust that. Let's just swap out to, something legendary. See how that goes. Yeah, so I don't have any really concrete goals for today other than, as I said, just getting reacclimated to the game so that I have it in my resource kit for any time if I wanted to investigate specific Pokemon that are not in Violet, or make comparisons between Violet and Shield for Pokemon that are not in Arceus. It's just nice to have more tools available. So we're gonna get used to this game. And we'll definitely grab some screenshots if I see anything interesting. What is happening? Okay. Cool. Oh, this is not going to go well. I had my doubts. I mean, it was 5-star, and I haven't played this game in 4 years, you know. But here we are. Is there a way to leave? Is there a way to say, I regret everything? Let's run. Can I assume it'll be very obvious if and how I can Dynamax, right? Because it said Noah could. It didn't say I can. Do we all get to? Okay, wait, we're slashing things now. Y'all, I don't think I'm invested enough in this Arcanine. Oh. Well then why do they let me? Okay, so we're just gonna keep mashing. I think Slash is my best option. I mean, what? I don't know what type I am. But these are not very effective. But I knocked down the meter. And I take very little damage. I'm a tanky boy. But my goodness, like what is, okay, so we got rid of that broke a shield? Does this mean we get to do an all-out attack? Okay, that did damage. Everybody but me is allowed to Dynamax. Okay, well it's better now that the defense, and I lowered its defense even more, so that's nice. That seems scary. Goodbye, Quillfish. What does any of this mean? When do I get... Is it my turn yet to Dynamax? Stop using counter. Okay, it's my turn. I think. What? Is it... How do I... What? Energy gathered, but... Am I forgetting how to do this? Or are there just rules? Ay. No. I don't have the patience for this. I'm not much of a raider. In Violet, I have done very few of the raids as well. It's just not my style. There's so much waiting for other people to take their turns. Now, to be fair, I have not done it with other players online. Maybe ever? I may have once, but I mostly play with NPCs. And that's not fun. Are you gonna do it? Oh, it's a recovery thing. Yeah, so... I don't know if it's better when you play proper multiplayer. But it's certainly not exciting when you don't play multiplayer. That much I can say with confidence. And I've never wanted to train a Pokemon specifically for that. I've never wanted to build for raids, so I don't. Somebody needs to take Wobbuffet's turns away from it. I don't understand. Everybody can Dynamax, but nobody is Dynamaxing. Twice I've gotten a notification that energy gathered around me, but I still didn't see a way to Dynamax. But I have no recollection of how you do it in general. So we're gonna have to go to a different battle and see if we can Dynamax. should be super effective. Yay, somebody doing something. Wow. Well, we did it. I don't know. Is this like Terra Raids? Do you need to use, like, is there an actual catch rate thing, or is anything you throw gonna work? It turned it into a giant premier ball, so I probably could have thrown a premier ball. I mean, I will say that I did enjoy the Dynamax and Gigantamax Pokemon. The very concept of having Pokemon this massive was a lot of fun. Having Pokeballs that grow that massive was fun. And I got all these things. Good for me. The question is, did I already have an Arcanine? No, I didn't. I don't think, at least, so... Cool. We're making progress already. I did not mean to add it to my party. What is my party? I don't know. This is fine. I think I remember hunting down this Tyranitar in the wild area. I think I do remember that one being important to me. Oh, that. Okay. Two things. That is a much wider hitbox than I was expecting. You can get a lot closer to them in Scarlet Violet before you actually trigger an encounter. And second of all, the time it takes from like contact with the Pokemon to the battle screen is also a lot faster, and that's probably just about lag in Scarlet Violet, but it didn't give me the reaction time to snap a snapshot before I was already in battle. Okay, so we're learning things. Oh, wait. I didn't learn how to Dynamax against that Capraja. So Pumpkaboo is another fun one. Also, you automatically crouch when you get in the grass, which is cute. Like, from a player standpoint, I like that. But from a research standpoint, it just means that I can't take photos with anything in the grass without it skewing my my reference point of myself. I see you, Doug Trio. Well, I saw you. Hello, Boldor. Okay, Excadrill. You just gotta be quick on that snap button, and you can still get him. I guess I should also be paying attention. So, like, for example, here, I don't have this Pokemon yet. Do I have Quick Balls? King among balls. Haha. I didn't even check if I had the Capraja or not. Dang it. It's gonna be tricky to damage this without KOing it, perhaps. Okay. Well, the hail will do some of that work. What do I know? Everything is super effective except for bounce. Let's try bouncing. Can hail? Hail should be able to hit me in the sky. Yeah. Oh, now that was close to a KO right there. How much damage are we looking at? Yeah, that might be a reasonable amount of damage to get a catch. I'm sorry, Benny. Goodbye. So, a Pokemon before I start a new train of thought. I don't think I'm going to be... Probably don't need to attack anymore. I like Poltegeist. Let's just swap it in because I like it. Yeah, so because I never played this game all on my own, I don't actually have save file on my profile, which means I could replay this game anytime I want, which I never really thought about until I tried to load the save and remembered that there is no save data for my file, for my profile. And so I'm wondering if I should replay Shield, play more of it on my own, because I never got to play like a bunch of the different gym challenges and stuff I never got to do firsthand, so I'm considering replaying the whole thing myself. And then they'll teach me how 2'4". It'll teach me how to Dynamax and whatnot. Oh, there's 2 of you. We need something to help us figure out how tall our trainer is in this game. You gonna come at me, Berserker? Yeah, you are. I feel shorter. This is based on almost nothing, but I do feel like my trainer here is shorter than the trainer I have in Scarlet Violet. Scarlet Violet seems to be the tallest trainer so far. So far as I can tell. Certainly slightly taller than Arceus, based on our research. But I've also got a hat on. Classic mistake. See if we can find another Excadrill, because I just said that out loud was 2'6". And if it was about half my height, then that makes us a 5-foot person. If not, it doesn't. Yeah, I don't need to catch this. Actually, let's pull out the Pokédex again and see if it... I mean, I think it's pretty standard for the Pokédex to show you Pokemon habitats. But I still want to check. So, let's find Pokemon, it says. Yeah, that makes sense, because I didn't think I'd be able to catch a wild Grookey, but... I forget about these Pokemon. Blipbug I kind of remember. Dottler I don't. Orb Beetle like never existed in my mind. Okay, let's see. So where would I catch a Grubbin? Oh, okay. Here's there. It likes rain. Interesting. Okay, and it's on the roots as well. Interesting. Okay. Off to a good start. I don't have a Corvisquire. I have a Rookidee and I have a Corviknight. That's another one completely missing from my brain. The forgotten middle evolution. Who thinks about Corvisquire? Somebody out there, not me. Okay, so Excadrill. Does look like it's about half my height, doesn't it? I mean, that was a quick reaction. Here, I can roll back the replay. Oh, that's a bad angle. And I think I was a little slow on the... Yeah. And with the hat, no less. Yeah, so okay, right away, we can tell. Shield is going to be the least useful reference so far, which is fine. It's basically what I expected. It was the earliest game that tried this. It only does part of the game this style. Like, it's all good. It's certainly not nothing. Next question, because I am obsessed at this point. Are the evolutions in this game? And if they are, can I find them in the wild? And if I can't, can I find them anywhere else? I think maybe we should run around town a bit. Because this game, I think, was like some of the other newer ones where there were Pokemon running around, people had their partner Pokemon out with them in towns and stuff, I do believe. I'm just trying to get that angle. I don't need to fight this many Excadrill. Certainly not with, oh, Shield Boy. It's not Zacian, it's the other one. The name has completely slipped my mind. Did I mention that that I didn't play tons of Shield? Okay, so this is me. We also have a little bit less camera control. So we're still at a bit of like an upwards angle, and I can't get level. Which is, like, we can get close to it here, but it's not quite ideal for measuring Pokemon sizes. Anyways, that was me standing next to an adult. Hey, you there, Squire. Fight me. Fight me. Fight me! How do I jump? Why don't you want to fight me? So this is a little thing that I guess is part of what they figured out going forward. Like, this is obviously something that has been more or less corrected, but I have no way of jumping and connecting with this Pokemon. I also have no means of engaging in battle otherwise, so in the newer games I would just throw my Pokemon at it and it would be fine, but he don't want to fight me and I can't throw. Hey. Hey. This is why I don't have a Corvisquire. I figured it out. Vileplume. We got some hills. There's always some hills in these games for texture and stuff. But then you're standing on a hill when you want to see how tall a Pokemon is. I do not have a Vileplume. We're gonna kick it. Forgive me for having allergies. Okay, let's see if that was enough. forgetting about Dynamax in battle, but I'm sure not seeing a prompt to use it. There has to be something I'm forgetting. Okay, 3'11", so that was a 4-foot Pokemon. Yeah, I think we're looking at about a 5-foot trainer. Just not far off from the others. The Pokemon Violet trainer does seem to be on the tall side. I think I've been saying that she's about 3'7", not 5'7". Sorry, not this is 3'11", but yeah, 5'7", which is a good bit taller than 5 foot. But they're all certainly in people range. Okay, we'll run around the wild area, certainly some more. But for now, we'll go into town and we'll see how many people have partner Pokemon out with them. This is a person with a child, not a Pokemon. And it is camera locked, which is the other thing to, I guess, keep in mind. Like, this would be great, but I can't zoom in at all. How about inside the Pokemon Center? Right, this is also camera locked. Yeah, interesting stuff. I do like the Rotom. Yay! Really? Didi can say yay? Check a memory. What does that mean? What? Oh, I've never done this before. This is wild. Tell me what Eternatus remembers. Oh, you were... Okay. Okay, we're just not going to talk about the day that I met. We're not going to talk about the darkest day. That's fine. Yay! Okay. This is the train station. Alright, we got a Pidove here. Wow, that's a lot of stations. I don't remember any of these town names. The Pokemon is green. That's also pretty wild. No. Do I have an endorsement? Fun. Treasure. This is the treasure pocket. Might as well. How is fossilized fish a treasure and not a Pokemon? That's weird. And so who are you? Okay. Who else we got in this town? Another thing I might do, if anybody's interested, you can let me know in the comments if you are. I never played any of the DLC for this game. And I think it was pretty good. Like, I heard good things about it. So maybe I just stream some of that. This town is way too big for me to have no idea where I'm going. Okay, this is the stadium. And yet nobody has Pokemon out. Lame. Let's check the Pokedex. Surely I can search, right? I can sort. Evaluation. Okay, weird. Yeah, I was gonna say let's check for an Eevee. But we're gonna have to do it the hard way. It's also very possible that it's in this game and I just don't have it, given how few Pokemon I've caught. There's a Pikachu. Oh, there's Eevee. Okay. And I have one. And I have no evolutions. So, where would I find? Nowhere in the wild area. Only here. On Route 4. I mean, I can fly there. Is that truly the only spot in the whole game? Okay, let's go to Route 4 and see if I have any Firestones on me. Is it a battle item or an other item? It's gotta be other. Hey, look at that! I have a Firestone and a Waterstone. So here's the big question is, so I can catch an Eevee. That's a good start. So look at these Diglett. And this fixed camera. Gosh, man. I want to move my camera. But yeah, this isn't even the wild area. Right, so I can catch an Eevee, and that's all well and good, and I can evolve that Eevee into a Flareon. But how do I see that Flareon? Because I feel like it's only in battle. It's only in battle that I get to see it. So I don't know if there's a way for me to actually stand beside my Flareon. And it would be very uncommon to see a Flareon spawn in the wild in early Pokemon games. Excuse me. Okay, electric. So it'll definitely be limited. It'll be limited in which Pokemon I can actually compare myself to. Unless there's something like how some games have had, like Legends Arceus has the photo gallery thing. Unless there's something in this game where I can actually go and maybe take photos with my Pokemon. That's cute. Are we sure that Eevees are on this path and not just children? Yamper! Hi, buddy! Look at the Yamper go! Again, sure do wish I could zoom in on that. Because Yamper is one I've been curious about. With its ears and all. But even in battle, I guess like sometimes it'll do a panning shot like that. But I don't have any means of controlling. Because yeah, even in battle in the newer games, you can move the camera around, you can sometimes move yourself around. Oh, I love these little chub butts. Pumpkaboo as well. I would sure love to collect a bunch of Pumpkaboo. Oh, okay. 50 years? How old are you? Do you mean like your family's been doing it for 50 years? And after 50 years, why are you still level 14? Oh, I'm sorry, 15. I'ma kick you. Yeah, because there's also some Paldean Pokemon that would be great to see. Meowth. Paldean Meowth would be an awesome one to get a shot of. Because I'd love to compare that to Kanto Meowth, which I do have shots of. But there's just not camera control. Get in there, my dude. Well, that was easy, Bradley. No offense. Oh, okay. Good. Good that you weren't raising those Pokemon for 50 years. Yeah, and the Pumpkaboo of all different sizes, too. Ooh. I was too focused on Meowth. Yeah, it would be great to line up, but I don't know if it tells you. There's probably an NPC, like usual, somewhere who could tell me if the Pokemon that I have out is XL, XS. That was always Pumpkaboo's thing, so I'm sure it's in this game. But how I would know? Oh, look at that. Fishing. I want the item. I didn't realize there was a sparkly in there. Oh, trapped. Go around. Yeah, I've seen a few Pumpkaboo so far this game. These Wooloo really hide. The flavor text is a little bit weird to me. They were going for something. But we're battling a Wooloo, and Benny Rabbit is constantly reminiscing about something. And it just feels a little bit off to me. Oh, that's convenient though. You just press A and it does the thing. You need to pull out an item specifically. I like that. And I do have a Magikarp already. So we're gonna kick it, just like we kick everything. Electric's so aggro. Okay, so I didn't see any Eevee, but I was still mulling over what was going to happen if I found an Eevee anyways. What it means to evolve a Flareon. Of course I do need it for my Pokedex, one way or another. This is true. This is a different route. I mean, there's only so much you can learn from running around, I suppose. Unless you're willing... Okay, that's a pointless pathway. Unless you're willing to run around and talk to everybody. Which is not necessarily fun. I may need to do a little bit of research to find out if there is, in fact, a photo studio or anything like that. As far as I'm concerned, that could be in absolutely any town. So finding it would be tricky. Without research. I can't, how do I can be the Greedent, maybe. Hello. But I'm not tall enough to be Stonejourner. And there's no one helping me. Wait. Does something happen when I... Alright, well... Oh, we've got a Gossifleur? Is that what it's called? You're little. This darn angle, though. Yeah, unfortunately, it's starting to feel like I will need to be kind of desperate in order to actually use Shield to solve a query I have. Oh, that's right! I can have camp! Oh my god, I forgot there was camps in this game. Now, the thing that I do recall, I think, is that, yes, you go to camp. You don't set up like the picnics. So, it is good for seeing Pokemon side by side. That Eternatus is teensy tiny. But it is not the most helpful. Like, I still can't see them next to my trainer. Yeah, only interacting with each other. And I will... Ooh! So cute. I will say that, I don't know, that Poltegeist is looking kind of big compared to some of these other Pokemon. Oh, I can just press A. And he's gonna attack my face. Yeah, so how much can I can zoom in. Well, that's awfully cute. There's gotta be more to this. How do I... Can I charge up my throws so they're not so lame? Yes, I can. Go get it, boy. Okay, everybody lose interest. That's another option. Yeah, so, like, Poltegeist cannot be that large. And yet, beside a toxicity... We're gonna look it up. Poltegeist is one of the shortest Pokemon. Like, I knew that Sinistea was. I was pretty sure Poltegeist was. But I don't want to, say things I'm not sure about. Poltegeist is 20 centimeters tall. It is an 8-inch Pokemon. Eternatus is literally the largest Pokemon in all Pokemon canon. So this is silly, is what I'm getting at. And we do know that scaling is flawed and limited in later games. And this being one of the first games to take it as far as it did, maybe it's not surprising that it's pretty terrible at what it does. Like, why couldn't Poltegeist just be smaller? Why's it gotta be this big? Yeah, I know, look how tiny this Eternatus is. It's not right. So what this tells me is that I'm not going to get a lot of answers by going to campsites, unfortunately. I mean, I can try at least lining up like the 3 evolutions or something, because I don't know, maybe relative to each other they did some scaling. Like, I don't know what choices they would have made, but we can do a little bit of investigating here. Poke jobs. What is that? Right, and this is why there were gaps in my PC box, probably. This is ringing a bell. I completely forgotten about this feature, but I like it a lot. Actually, look at these Pokemon all lined up. I can take pictures of that, and then look up all their heights and then have opinions. Wow, rude. What do you mean? Pokemon immune to poison, and I sent you all steel types. Try sending Pokemon more suited for the job. I take it back. This is a ridiculous feature. Well, this was exceptional. Wait, I'm so confused. Your Pokemon did an exceptional job, but they struggled. And they weren't suited to the job. What is the... I don't... Is this perhaps a silly game? Alright. I don't get it. Okay. Always recruiting. Okay. Know a lot about rocks. Pokemon resistant to grass, bug, and fairy. It's crazy that I don't really know that off the top of my head. What Pokemon know a lot about rocks? Is it rock types? And yet I cannot... Sort. No. What? When I say sort Pokemon, it just picks 10? What's happening? It says X is for sort. Anywho, rock types, I guess. Which I did just send on a job, and they told me that they struggled. I also don't know what I gained from sending all 10. Probably just the fact that all 10 of them get the bonus, if I had to guess. Okay, who else is a rock? Somebody else needs to be a rock. Hello? My goodness, I have so few Pokemon. That's just outrageous. Okay, well I might have more, but this is fine. Oh, I see, because at the bottom it says select all. At the top it says X is for sort. Okay, and so how do I say go? Yeah, I selected a bunch of Pokemon. How do I say yes, take these Pokemon? Do I need to give you one more? Do you want my Tyranitar? Okay. Don't let me do it then. Whatever. I'm gonna send you Girder. Because you're like a timber company. Oh, even sending them out, I can take pictures. That's fun. Oh, I see. And then these are training. Okay. I did not come here to do that. That just happened. I wanted to find my Eevee. Oh, I see. Okay, so, I think I probably only have the one. I had to guess. I'm just trying to peel my eyes here. Yeah. Well, I mean, we can go back to Route 4. I assume they're rare. I don't believe this game had anything. I mean, there might have been some sort of like an incense or something. I am unfamiliar with any tactics. Like, the sandwich thing is just so good. I really liked the sandwich. Oh, that was the end of the route. System for increasing spawns and stuff. It was really good. And no other game has it. And that makes me sad. Like, and also, are we sure there are EVs on this route and not just tons and tons of children dressed as EVs? It is kind of interesting the way that they made these routes. So the routes have Pokemon roaming. Oh, I don't have any of you. As opposed to, like, traditionally how the games always were, with just, like, wild grass encounters that you had to encounter before you see what they were. The Pokemon are actually on the screen, which is awesome. And I like that roaming aspect a lot. Obviously, they stuck with it in later games. And yet, so many of them are in the grass. Like, they're so deep in the grass that you can't see what they are. And sometimes they will come running at you out of the grass. But sometimes they won't. I don't know, it's interesting to me. It's a really cool little middle zone that they've captured here. That, ooh, okay, I was gonna say it looks like a Meowth. It is a Meowth. I do believe I have one of these. I saw it in the box. Hello! Welcome, welcome. We are trying to find an Eevee. And I have no idea how rare they are. Oh, we're finding a lot of the little guys though. I mean, I could throw a picnic with Joltik and Badoo and Poltegeist. They're all the same size. And I'd be curious, it's not a picnic, it's camping. But I'd be curious to go camping with that group and see how they relate to each other. I should have put Badoo in my party when I had the chance. I also put Poltegeist away. But while we have the opportunity here, I might as well put Joltik in the party. It does help to have one high-level Pokemon for the catch. Vivi is here. Now, did I name it Vivi, or was this some sort of internal trade? Did I name it Vivi, or did some other NPC name it that? Because I could see it going either way. Add to your party. Electric for electric. Oh wait, you can't have held items in a PC. I don't think that's true in every game. Take this hidden Pokemon, please. It was another Meowth. I assume Eevee is not going to be aggressive. Eevee feels like the kind of Pokemon that'll just be hidden in grass and I have to encounter it rather than have it running out at me like Electric. But that sure does mean that we encounter a lot of stuff as we just guess. Oh, that was a Yamper. Yamper is the same size as Eevee. So, I mean, we can put it in the party. I gotta catch it to put it in the party, but that's fine. I've got so many Great Balls. I am a champion, and I am rich. And it's a Wooloo. Alright. I guess I'll just run back to a box then. I don't know how long I want to run around hunting Eevee. Doesn't seem critically important. Now the other thing, this game is compatible with trades, maybe? Even if I have to use Pokemon Home as more of an intermediary, I could still get a bunch of Eevees in this game. without this kind of hunting. I have lots of Eevees on Switch, even if they're not in this game specifically yet. Where'd my teapot go? I feel like I have to be missing something. There's no way you can't search Pokemon, is there? Okay, no, really, where's my teapot? Add in Diglett. There's another 20 centimeter. Because I swapped it out for something. For the Eevee, I guess. So it has to be in box 1, and it is. It's right in front of my face. Who knew? Alright, let's go camping. And let's see how these all look together. I mean, yeah. This scaling seems okay to me. Should have kept another bigger Pokemon in the party. I love that Joltik does that. Oh my gosh. Everybody line up. Yoo-hoo. Come. I still think this Poltegeist looks huge. How are we measuring Poltegeist? This is something that I might need to pull out in another game now because... Like, is it pot closed? Is it... Are we trying to measure the dude inside the pot? Like, it looks as big as Yamper to me. Bigger if you count the feet dangling, which you should because that's literally what the Pokemon is. It certainly looks bigger than Badoo to me. I mean, maybe I'm overreacting. But, like, if you count the whole thing, yes. If you don't count the feet, maybe not. But why wouldn't you count its feet? That's the question, right? Why wouldn't you do that? And then we've got it beside Diglett, beside... So, Joltik... I think I've been measuring Joltik fine. I take what I was about to say, but didn't actually say. I take it back. Yeah, so Joltik must be measured in length. Look at that butt. Walk around some more, Yamper. You're so cute. See if I can get them lined up one more time. Will they come if I call? They don't seem to. I guess it makes them face me. Oh, but we're gonna get Badoo and Diglett. Yeah, that checked out, I think. That looks fine to me. Okay, so here we go. Here they are. And, of course, Poltegeist flies. So, that's always gonna be... But, I mean, I can shift things around. I can take measurements. I can put a ruler up to the screen. But it does seem like something's off to me. Something's not being counted here. Fascinating. Can I get anybody else? Would Badoo like to come over? chat. Okay. Well, this is cute. Go play with Joltik. Okay. It's also really cute how it just kind of like swims with its legs sometimes. Eevee and Yamper look pretty similar, as they should. That's good. That's good. So I would say that there is an amount of research to be used from these camps. I do like it. It's like it's cute and fun without a doubt, and it's definitely like marginally useful. The fact that these two Pokemon are the same size is a little weird to me. It's like something does feel off there. It's always tricky with ones you measure differently. Like obviously Badoo is also taller, but we measure Joltik differently, yada yada. But Poltegeist just seems too big to me. As far as I know, well, there has to be an amount of size variation in this game for Pumpkaboo to have size variation, but I don't know if your regular Pokemon, like I don't know if this Poltegeist can be extra large or not. Okay, well, here's the thing. I think they've got some research to do a little bit into Sword and Shield in general. Definitely learn some stuff about the usefulness of what it can offer. I may try and transfer some other Pokemon in to take a look at. But I think for today, I'm good. This is definitely a shorter stream, but, you know, we were just exploring Shield today. No big goals. I do have other stuff I can do with my day. So I think we might call it here. I do think we'll bring Shield back at some point. Probably switch back to get a bit more Legends Arceus going in our next stream, because there's a lot to be uncovered in that game. And yeah, I'll go get back to work on some of the other exciting projects that I've got coming for you. So thank you for watching. It's always cool to have people hanging out. And I will be back with more soon. Have a good afternoon, everybody.